Happy Sunday, everybody. Hello, hello. This is what is this? This is day 4. Day 4 of the daily sacred activation lives, part of the 366-day challenge with my girls, Anya, Debbie, and Stacy Rohr. We've made a commitment to come on live and speak the message, speak and share, and to daily elevate and to deepen our commitment to transformation and to inspire ourselves and to be a beacon of a frequency of elevation. And yeah, I wanted to sit here and first of all, I'm loving this filter with all the shinies. Makes it all so, just makes it a little special. This picture, this painting was actually gifted to me from doing, I think it was my first series of classes that I did doing this kind of work. I co-collaborated with a lovely, wise queen, and we did these amazing classes where we deepened into consciousness and aligning with the spirituality, and really deepening with, she had this massive drum, and we deepened into these beautiful ceremonies together, and we had some lovely ladies that came to be a part of it. And so this was gifted by one of them, and I love this painting because of just, there's so much going on. You really have to just sit and look and just take it all in, because it's not just what you see. There's deeper images within this beautiful painting. And this is also, it's also a testament to the faces of the divine, right? You can see, like, viscerally right in front of you, but if you really tune in and deepen, you're going to see a lot more. Like, yeah. So, yeah. I'll post the name of the artist in the comments here. And so yeah, today it's Sunday. And so wisdom, I called this talk Wisdom of Sundays, because Sundays, they give so much richness to the day. It's also a day that is full of ritual, however you've grown up and however Sundays played out for you. There could be a ritual of Sunday football, watching sports, or it could be going to church every Sunday with the family. It can be having, the big Sunday dinner, with all the trimmings and the dessert and everything. It could be family coming over, to gather and to share. It could be, long distance phone calls. I mean, now it's, we're seeing each other. We can, no longer the long distance phone bills that much, but it's video. We're having these video conversations and we're connecting. And it's also, that day of rest, of pausing or taking care of yourself, or the ritual of preparing, setting yourself up for the week. However it is for you, I always feel that Sundays are just it's a different frequency of a day. Growing up, for me, Sundays, I did not have the best relationship with Sundays, just like my moon cycle. I didn't have the best relationship at first, until later. But Sundays, they were, I was in conflict with Sundays because I knew it was a different day, and I didn't like that it was different. I didn't like that, it wasn't the day. There was a rule growing up that we couldn't play, music on the radio. It was either gospel music, it was just something different. We couldn't play pop music on Sundays. Anything that was very synonymous with the rest of the week, like watching, music television, which when I was growing up, it was the Canadian station, Much Music, or watching certain shows that it was just not in a Sunday vibe. We couldn't, it was very different. The rules were we couldn't do that. So it was, we would go to church. Sometimes we would go to brunch, which we always look forward to that. Come home, would have a little bit of a snack, and then Mom would start preparing for a Sunday dinner, and we would go in and help. Or sometimes my parents would let me, myself and my sister, go to a matinee. And there was a theater not too far from where we lived. So, we felt big. We could go by ourselves and walk over to the theater, see a matinee, and then come back. And then, before long, it would be dinner time, and at the time, there was the show, The Magical World of Disney, right? And so there would be a Disney movie on after dinner or something, right? And so Disney was very much a part of our Sundays. And, and like we'd have conversations, like, big Sunday dinner. We'd be talking to our relatives that lived, overseas. And, it was very much a day where we shut off all the normal things of the week. And like we cut out those things, and Sundays became its own entity. And, as growing up and you want to do things and, listen to your music and whatnot, I was a person that liked to do things, and I hated the slowdown of Sunday. Sunday things were slower, more relaxed, and it just, for me at that time, it felt like it was dragging. I was like, oh my gosh, can we come on, I hated the quiet. I hated the stillness. I hated the slow. I love the food. I love the food, and I loved, going to the movies, but, like I was a kid, right? And so I wanted things loud. I just wanted the busyness, the craziness, and all of that. And that was basically stripped away on a Sunday. And I remember when I started working, when I was in university and I started working, and every so often, I was working. That was my dream job at the time, is that I'm a lover of music stores. And so when I got the job to work in, there was a music store called HMV. And that was one of the music stores, everywhere in the world. And I got a job at one of the bigger locations in where I was living. And I was in heaven. I was like, I'm surrounded by music. Oh my gosh. So anyways, every once in a while, they would schedule me to work on a Sunday. And that did not go over well at home. You know, like, why are you working on a Sunday? You know, Sunday. And then I didn't see the big deal. Like, you know, as it wasn't every Sunday, it was once in a blue moon. You know, I thought, well, I can't control they scheduled me. I can't control it. You know, that was my thinking. But I knew it wasn't a welcome thing to be scheduled on a Sunday, to be working on a Sunday. And, you know, fast forward to now, you know, those things that you realize, those moments that I realized, those moments my parents instilled in myself and my sister. And I realized the gems that were implanted for Sundays. You know, our bodies are not meant to be on this hamster wheel all the time. Your nervous system, your digestive system, your endocrine system, you know, your respiratory system, it is not meant to be in this go, 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 go all the time. It's meant to your reproductive system, and all of it. It needs downtime. It needs that pause. It needs that sacred time to recuperate, you know, and our society very much praises how many things you can fit in one day. And sometimes it's a necessity, you know, to live. Let's be real. And if you have the luxury to pick and choose the times you are really busy and things are really full, and then the times that you get to take a break. And sometimes we meet in the middle. Everyone has their own situation. But what I learned from how I grew up, you know, if you are one who lives by specific faiths, right? They always said on Sunday is a day of rest, right? Even that whole notion of self-care Sunday is a day for you to really nourish and take time to, you know, treat yourself, to caring for yourself a little bit more. You know, when you go and you sleep and rejuvenate yourself, the quality of sleep, the quality of your rest time really helps to support all of your systems in your body. When your body is in flight or fight mode, and the specific hormones are being pumped through your body, right? They are not meant to be pumped through your body continuously in the stressor mode, right? There is like, okay, you're stressed. There's like that flight, the survival, let's go, hit it, right? And then as you calm down, all right, and your hormones will then switch, and then you're in less of a stressor situation in your body, right? But what happens in our society right now is that those stress hormones are on way more than they should be, right? So then we start to deal with adrenal fatigue. We start to deal with chronic syndromes, chronic symptoms within the body that require rest. And it can be so simple. I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way about really taking time to care for myself. I was working pretty much every day. And I noticed I was starting to get a chronic flu. And, I would, the little time that I had to not work, I would sleep, I would drink whatever soup that I would make, or drink whatever soup I could get or make for myself. And, I would pump whatever cold and flu medication that would help me to get better quicker so I could get back to work so I didn't miss any days. And I remember I was having a fever again. It's probably the third time in maybe 3 weeks I was having a fever. And I'm walking to the pharmacy. And there was my doctor's office was on the way. And so I'm walking by it and I'm looking at it and thinking, okay, I'll stop there out on my way home. And I go to the pharmacy. I get I was looking for Tylenol. I was looking for extra strength Tylenol. And, I go to the doctor's office. And I said, how long is it to wait for the doctor? Because I didn't have an appointment. And they're like, oh, it's not too busy right now, so you might be able to see them within 5-10 minutes. I said, okay, perfect. I'll sit and wait. And I go in there. The doctor checks me out right away. And he's like, why are you here? I said, I went to the pharmacy to go get a Tylenol, and I thought, well, maybe I'll come see you just to make sure that what I was doing was the correct thing to do. And to check my temperature because I didn't have a thermometer at home at the time. And so he checked me out and he said, go to the emergency room now. He's like, your fever is way too high. And your Tylenol is not going to help right now. Go to the emergency room. And I was about to fight him on that. I'm like, no. I was thinking, I have to work tomorrow. No way, right? And he looked at me insistently. He said, do you have somebody you can call? I said, maybe. I don't know if they're home. He said, call them now and go to the emergency room. So at the time, my sister was working in the hospital that I was going to. And so I called my friend, and luckily she was there to answer the phone, and she came and got me, and we went to the emergency room. And my sister was working at the hospital at the time. And so I called her and I said, okay, I said, don't worry. But I'm in the emergency room right now. I have a fever. My doctor told me to come here. And of course, if that was said to me, I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, what's going on? So luckily, one of her friends was in the emergency room where I was at and was able to help me out, and I was able to get the help. And from being stubborn, of being like, no, I'm not, I got too much to do. My body was literally sending me, pay attention to me, signals, and I was being stubborn and I wasn't listening, and it landed me in the hospital. The next day I woke up, my sister was on the chair, like the armchair in front of me, and my parents were standing there waiting for me to wake up. And as soon as I saw my dad, I saw my mom, I saw my dad, I just started crying. And my dad came over and gave me a hug, and I just said, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was like, I'm sorry I made you come down here. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't have really anything to apologize for. I was there getting care. But at the same time, I just felt sorry because, I felt inconveniencing. I was inconveniencing everybody when really I wasn't. But it felt like that to me. And I just said I just kept apologizing. My dad was like, he gave me a big hug back, and he's like, you don't have to worry, you're okay. And, in that time, everybody when people found out I was in the hospital, they said, so are you going to finally now rest? Because I was going hard, like 7 days, no rest. And I was at it all the time. And it was like a train wreck. I was gonna blow. And, what happened was I had a groin infection. I had popped a muscle, and the muscle the tendon got infected, and it was just causing so many pains. But I ignored the signs. I thought I was fine. And this is why, there's such a beauty in giving space to tune in and to really listen to the wisdom of the body. That's why I think Sundays are so beautiful, because Sundays give that energy and that frequency of slowing down, of, whether you have the full day to slow down, or you have a few hours to rest, or, the full day, whatever it is, Sundays give a different vibe. And I believe Sundays give us a reminder, the collective, a reminder to take a moment to breathe, like really deeply just tune in and to slow down as much as we can, and it's the signal for our body for us to listen to our bodies, to listen to the wisdom of our womb, listen to the wisdom of your heart, listen to what you need. Sometimes it's absolutely nothing. You just need to do nothing. And other times it's like, no, there's something here. Pay attention. Pay attention. So this is one of the beautiful things that happens when, I guide clients in mentorship, one-on-one mentorship. It's like, sometimes life is so full, and for that 90 minutes that we are together, is a chance to slow down and tune in and really become more aware of the weavings and the links of things that are going on, and realize what's the root, what is the root of whatever issue or challenge that the person is facing. And we go through this beautiful transformative experience of really uncovering and unraveling those roots and how they are connected and affecting, the everyday, and what is on the other side of what you truly desire to, once you really uncover those roots, it's like, okay, we're taking out and releasing out all the stuff that does not belong there, and putting back fresh soil and fresh nutrients and fresh energy. So the plant, the tree, you can continue to thrive in a most beautiful, delicious way. And it's really powerful to witness the transformations. So, yeah, giving yourself those moments, on a Sunday, if you can, the whole day. If you can't, maybe it's the evening where you really get to just be. We all deserve that. We all need that. So, that is it. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Blessings. Ashe.